So today, y'all, I just want to do like a little motivational vlog today while I eat my chocolate. Boo-boo. Favorite chocolate in the world. Y'all already know, boo. Hershey's milk chocolate. Y'all, remember I told y'all it's 4 full-size bars in here? Y'all, I'm on my last one. Which is so sad. I gotta relax, okay? But no, y'all, so before we get started, it's so good, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, come join the Tree Mafia family. We would love to have you. We need to build our family, y'all. We gotta grow our family. But no, y'all, let me tell you. So remember how the other day we was doing all this running around and stuff, but we went into Target because I needed a blazer. Well, couldn't find a blazer because I needed it to be like navy blue because it was like would have went with my outfit, y'all, but we couldn't find it, so I got the cardigan. Y'all remember now? If not, watch the previous video. Y'all won't know what I'm talking about. But I needed it because I had a job interview. Yay. So let me tell y'all this story, okay? Before I start the story, I just need to tell you, like, I need to be more confident in my skills and abilities, okay? Period. But I think God already, like, I think he finally instilled that in me for me to understand, like, girl, get it together. You need to have your head held high and not down, period. You're a queen. I made you, and I know that you are capable of doing whatever. So let me tell y'all what happened. So y'all, so I had 2 interviews, okay? One of them was over the phone, and it was for a school or whatever. And I was just like, okay, well, you know, I've been working at a school. Like when I lived back in Philly, I worked at a school is along the same line of work or whatever. And I was just like, cool, let me just apply to this school. So I did their interview and stuff like that. They called me back. What's today? Y'all, so today is Thursday. I had the interview yesterday, which was Wednesday. So they called me on Tuesday. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. They called me on Tuesday and they offered me the position, right? So I'm excited. I'm like, okay, like, you know, I don't want to accept it yet. I said, how long do I have to give you notice of if I want to accept it or not? Because, you know, to be truthfully honest, I have another job interview, you know, tomorrow, saying Wednesday, and I don't want to not go. Like, you know, I want to be respectful and still go to the interview, all right? So she like, oh, that's fine. You know, you go ahead and make your decision. You just call us back, let us know. Blasey, blasey. I'm like, all right, cool. She said, do you have any questions for me? So I'm like, yes, I have a couple. I'm asking her the questions, y'all. And then one question was like, of course, what's the pay rate? Of course, right? Because sidebar, y'all, living down here in Atlanta, it's expensive. It's expensive as crap, okay? Now, I told y'all, like, you know, my pop and them, my grandparents, they live in McDonough, so it's kind of a little bit cheaper down here, but it's too far. Like, I would have to drive an hour, probably an hour and then some, because it takes me an hour from here to get to Atlanta. And then that's not even really with traffic. So if you add traffic, probably be like an hour and a half. I already told y'all, Atlanta traffic is crazy, okay? You be in there for a long time. Anyway, so, you know, I'm like, okay, so like, what's the pay rate? Because, you know, living down here is very, very, very expensive. I said, not only that, do I have to, you know, I was being completely honest, y'all, like being completely honest and being transparent, like, you know, keeping up with the living down here for myself, and then, you know, being able to maintain like my rent and all my other bills. I need to make sure I'm on the right track. And if, I am, then cool, and I can go ahead and get like a part-time job, whatever. So she's like, oh, okay, no problem. She was like, I truly understand. I know exactly what you mean. Like, it is very expensive to live out here. And she was like, you're by yourself. It's not like that you have help or anything. So she was like, no, I completely understand. It's fine. Let me pull up the pay scale or whatever. So I'm waiting for her to pull it up, y'all. Right? I'm waiting for her to pull it up. She finally pulls it up and she's like, okay, well, I want to let you know first, before I tell you this, that you're overqualified. So I said, overqualified? And she's like, yeah, well, the position that I want to offer you is an entry-level position. And you have way too much like experience and you have a lot of certifications, and with all of that, you should be getting paid the desired amount that you need to get paid. So I said, okay, well, what are you guys offering me? Y'all, she said $25,000 a year. I had to like sit on the phone quiet for a couple minutes, okay? I said 25,000, and she was like, yeah. I said, that's not going to be enough for me to do anything. I said, I have bills. I have rent. What is 25,000 going to do? I said, I'm going to need 3 jobs. Not 1, not 2, but 3 to be able to live down here. Like, what? So I said, I had to breathe for a minute, y'all, because the stuff that was about to come out of my mouth wasn't good, okay? I'm like, what? I said, well, can we negotiate? Like, I said, because 25,000 is not going to be enough. I said, you might as well say, y'all know, like 25,000 is basically saying like, I'm working at like McDonald's or something, like Wendy's or something, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Except I am down here by myself, okay? I will be moving into an apartment by myself. It's not like that I have somebody with me and we gonna be splitting it or whatever like that. Whatever the case scenario is. What am I gonna do with 25,000 a year? I said, my experience and my skill set and everything that I'm certified on, I should be at least like 38,000, close to 40,000 a year. I said, first of all, I got so much like, y'all, I'm just being completely honest and transparent with y'all. Like, I have so much stuff to pay for, like, and bills wise, and that's outside of like me having to pay rent and stuff like that. So it's like, how am I going to survive on a 25,000 a year? I said, I was hardly making it with the 38,000 that I was making, back at home. What am I going to do? So she was like, okay. She was like, no, I understand completely what you mean. It really is like expensive to work here. I mean, to work out here, or I mean, not to work out here, but to live out here. Like, she said, I understand completely. I said, well, can we negotiate? She was like, well, I can talk to HR to see if we can like try to work something out. She was like, what would your desired pay be? So I told her like close to what I was making when I was living at home, because that's what I deserve. Like, I can't live off of 25,000. Like, that's not going to help me with anything. I said, if we can negotiate, I said, we can do like 30,000, maybe 31,000. I said, but I can't go under that. Like, I'm real life going to be SOL out here. So she's like, okay, well, I'll give you a call tomorrow. to let you know what they say, what they decide, or whatever like that. And then you let me know what you decide as well after your next interview or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for listening, etc. Honestly, y'all, I really didn't want that job anyway. Honestly, like in my spirit, like in my gut, I was just like, it's just like, I know I got it and I know what to do because I've already been in that type of work environment. But I kind of wanted to do the same line of work that I am doing right now, but just in a different environment. So my next interview, which was yesterday, which is the reason why I went and got, all of that, all of the clothes and stuff, because, the interview was in person, it wasn't virtual. So this is the place that I'm like, yeah, y'all, this is it. Like, I like this place, I love it. It's like literally the same line of work, except I'm in a clinic or whatever. And it just like made me so happy. Like, I walked in, everyone was so nice. Everyone was like really like, I don't mean anything when I say this, y'all, but y'all gonna understand why I said it. Like, it was just like Black women, like inspiration. Like, everyone in there were, all right, so backstory, y'all, I got my degree in psychology. So I do a lot of ABA therapy work. And then dealing with like, kids with special needs, and I help with their behaviors. You decrease their behaviors, y'all. This sun is like, boom, right there. So I'm at the place or whatever, and it's just like, I see like just a whole bunch of Black women, and I'm like excited. And I'm like, what is everyone's position here? So if y'all don't know, like, background of psychology or like mental health field, there are like BCBAs, which is board certified behavior analysis. You have RBTs, which is registered behavior technicians, special ed teachers, like just everyone under like the behavioral health on the special ed side, I should say. Okay, so that's background. So like I said, I do ABA therapy. So I'm like excited to be in here. She's like telling me everyone's position. I'm like, wow, this is like really motivating, very inspiring. Like, my all-time like ending goal is to be a BCBA, a board certified behavior analysis. So it's like, wow, like I'm here. I'm in it. And everyone's Black and they're women. Like, it was like so like motivating, like inspiring. I was like, I'm in the right place. And everyone was just so nice. Like, I loved it, y'all. Like, I loved it. So I get in the interview, we're doing the interview process or whatever, and then I had some time to be on the floor. So I'm getting to know people, I'm asking questions, interacting with the kids, like, just trying to get a feel of everything. And I'm like, I really like it here. Like, I really like it here. Like, this is really nice. And it's just like so cozy. It was comfortable. Like, I didn't feel like out of place. Like, it was just really, really nice. So on the back of my head, I'm praying. I'm like, oh Lord, I knew it was something about this place. And that was the reason why, you made this process go. I'm like, thank you, Lord. So I'm just like praying in my head. Okay, praying. So then after I was done, I wound up going back into the room or whatever, and we finished out the interview process. So I told y'all, have a relationship with God, y'all, period. Because without him, nothing is possible. Nothing, okay? Everything that I do needs to reflect God, okay? Everything. And a saying came up from one of my close sisters in Christ. She always used to tell me, don't be no punk Christian. Well, today, I wasn't no punk Christian, okay? I just felt God's presence like right there with me when I was about to say what I was about to say, okay? So she's like, We love you. I'm like, I love y'all. Like, this is amazing. Like, I love what you guys are doing here, etc., etc. She was like, well, your line of work, your resume is remarkable. She was like, the only thing is you're overqualified. Y'all, when I tell you, like, I got so discouraged. I got so discouraged. But remember, I told y'all, God was sitting with me. I felt his presence, y'all. I felt that he was sitting with me at this moment. Like, I promise y'all he was. So I said, you know what? I said, you're the second person to tell me that. I said, and to be completely honest, I said, I need to be more confident in my abilities and my skills. Because back at home, you know, they really don't like, how can I say it? Like, they don't really like emphasize that. Like, you know, like I said, I've never been somewhere and they told me that I was overqualified for a position. Y'all, the chocolate is melting in my hand. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm telling her, I'm like, this is the second person that told me that. She's like, yeah, well, we want to offer you the position. She was like, but, you know, with everything that you have on your resume, she was like, you can probably be somewhere else. You're getting paid a lot. And I'm like, but everywhere I go, all of you were telling me I'm overqualified. Like, what am I supposed to do? So I'm telling her, she's like, okay, well, what is your desired pay? So I said, well, honestly, this is my desired pay. And I told her the number and I told her why. And I didn't tell her why just because of my skills and abilities, but I also told her why and being truthfully, brutally honest with this lady, okay? Like, and it was two other girls that were like in the interview with me or whatever, who are, I think one of them is one of them is a training manager, and the other one, she like works at the front desk or whatever, like she does the admin work. And then the main lady who's like the boss of the whole company or whatever. So I said, to completely honest, this is what I would like to have. I said, now, if we can negotiate, this is the number. And I told her another number. I said, I will not go under this number. I said, so we can either start at this number and work our way up, or if I'm blessed, y'all will allow me to have the main number that I want. I said, but in negotiation and being, you know, going back and forth and fighting for what I need, I will not go under this second number that I gave her. So I said, to be completely honest with why, I said, because I am by myself. I said, yeah, I have my grandparents here. Like, yeah, I have my best friend here. But at the same time, like, they aren't, like, y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, they aren't where I need them to be, you know? And so like, basically I'm by myself. They're not helping me pay my bills. They're not helping me, you know, financially. I said, because it's not their responsibility. It's mine. I said, and I'm by myself. I said, the living expenses here are ridiculously high. I said, and not even just that, I have that on top of my outside bills. Car note, car insurance. Like, how am I supposed to survive? How am I supposed to, like, actually get to where I need to be and be comfortable in that? And I said, only by the grace of God that he allows me to tell you these two numbers and that y'all accept them. Because I am down here for one big thing, which you guys will all know in a couple of months. But building me up to that one reason why I'm down here, like, I still need that income. I'm still got bills to pay. Like my bill's not gonna stop. Like, you know what I mean? And she was like, honestly, she said, I completely agree with you. I completely accept. She said, and I am thankful that you kept it completely honest with me. She was like, I do love you, and I think you will fit here perfectly, and with your experience and your certifications and your line of work, that you will be amazing. She was like, I will push, and she said, I will fight for what you want. She said, but please don't have any guarantees. She said, because at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. And I said, exactly. I have to do what's best for me at the end of the day. And then another thing, this is another thing where I was like, God already was putting in the works. Like God was already working through this process. Okay? Because let me tell you, she said, I don't want you to ever settle for less than what you deserve. When y'all, I almost cried in this interview. I almost cried. She said, I don't want you to ever settle for less than what you deserve. She said, you are amazing. She said, your resume is amazing. And she was like, you need to be more confident in your abilities and your skills. And I said, I do. I completely agree. Like, I really do have to be more confident because, like I told you before, I've never had two job establishments tell me that I was overqualified for a job. Like, you know what I mean? And she's like, yeah. She was like, don't settle. She was like, don't ever settle. She was like, I don't want anybody to ever settle to go under your means, because then if you accept being lower than your means, then you're not going to be living comfortably. And it's just like, yeah, you're right. Like, I'm not. And I don't want to live uncomfortable. Like, I want to be at peace. I want to live comfortably. I want to be able to pay my rent and my bills and still have a little bit, left over to do something for me. Because when y'all start like seeing me and realizing and getting to know me, y'all will see like I really don't do nothing for myself but get my nails done and my hair done. That's literally the only thing that I do for myself. Like, I don't ever have a chance to actually do something for myself because I'm constantly like making sure all my bills is paid so I can live comfortably. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I'm out here and I'm looking for different sources of income, and I'm pushing to go out of my comfort zone on what I usually am in, because it's like, I gotta do something. Like, I can't just be here. Like, it's just not gonna work. And that's why I'm down here for the goals and the dreams that I set for myself, which I'm already in the process in, and I can't wait for you guys to see. But yeah, like, I can't. So she was like, she understood, she agreed, she like instilled some motivation into me, and she was like, I'm gonna push. She was like, I'm gonna push. I'm gonna send it to HR, and I'm gonna push for them to at least accept one of these numbers that you have given us. She was like, so hopefully that you'll hear from us soon and we can go from there. She was like, because I really do love you. And I was just like, yo, I honestly love y'all too, and I love your establishment. Like, I couldn't say it enough. So when we left, y'all, I immediately got in the car and just started praying. I just started praying. Like, I just had to sit there and just start praying. Like, Lord, please allow something to come from this. Like, please. And I was saying, like, while I was driving, because y'all know it just takes long to get everywhere here. And I'm just like, I know you haven't allowed this job opportunity to come in to my life for no reason. Like, and not even just that, like being able to be on the floor and interact and ask questions and do all of this stuff. Like, I was doing, like, that was a long job interview, and just the feeling that I've got in the establishment, it was just like, wow, like, I really, like, this is really nice, So I'm praying. Y'all know that I'm on consecration right now. So with church, we do a 40-day consecration, and from January to Easter, and Tuesdays and Fridays, I can't eat anything, any solid foods until after 3 o'clock. And we do devotions every day. So I have like a booklet where I do a devotion every day. I'm also on the Bible app, and I'm doing like a fast and prayer on the Bible app as well, in the midst of the 40-day consecration. So I'm getting it in, y'all, in this car, okay? Getting it in while I'm driving. Y'all, God is so good. Like, he really is. I'm trying to tell y'all need to have a relationship with Jesus. Have a relationship with Jesus, y'all. Please, please. He will never fail you. Y'all, 2 to 3 hours after I left that interview, I got a phone call from the HR department with them accepting. They didn't accept my first one. It's fine. They accepted my second one, and that's still fine. They accepted my second number that I gave them for desired pay, and they offered me the job. Y'all, I was on the phone like, thank you, Jesus. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, God was in the midst. He was in the midst, already in the works, putting in what he needed to do while I was in there being interviewed. I promise y'all, and I knew it. I said, I felt it in my spirit that this is where I need to be, y'all. Like, this is where I need to be. Like, I was so excited. I was so hyped. And when I tell y'all, like, my confidence, like, boosted so high from this, because it's real life, like, I think this is something that needed to happen for me, like, or for me to experience at least, because like I have confidence, y'all, but it's not like, yeah, like what? Like what? Like, do you know who I am? Like, you know what I mean, y'all? So it's like, now I feel like I can, like, real life conquer the world. Like, I can do whatever I need to do. Like, because I know that I am a child of God, and I know that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I know, like, I know for sure now, like, I always knew all of that information, but like, because I just experienced this experience, it's like, no, now I know, like, I'm that. Okay, I am a queen, a black queen who can do anything because I got God on my side, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, have a relationship with Jesus, and everything's going to be good. Everything's going to be okay. Seriously. So I'm telling y'all this story as a motivator. I'm telling y'all this story as, for you guys to not ever settle. Don't ever settle below your means. Know your skills, know your abilities, know what you can bring to the table. Know, like, when you walk into a place that all eyes is on you, because you have that power. Okay, like, you have that power. You are a child of God, and the light shines through you wherever place that you walk in, and that's period. Okay, period. So please don't ever settle. Please don't ever settle. Know what you're capable of doing and what you can bring positively to wherever you are, or whatever establishment that you are in, and conquer it. Okay? Period. Conquer it. And everything is going to work according to God's will in your life. Seriously. So that's my story, y'all. That's what I wanted to tell y'all, as just being a motivation vlog, a motivator for you to get out there and crush the world. Conquer the world. Okay? And it's always new opportunities out here and new paths for you to walk on to learn more. Like, for instance, another reason why I really wanted this job is because not only do I know what I'm doing with these kids, but it's also a new path that's in it that I can learn from. Like, I'm like, oh wow, I never worked with this such and such. Like, this will be awesome for me too, to learn and get to know and, you know, add that to my experience for future endeavors. You know what I mean? So like, always be completely honest with yourself. Always be completely honest with the people you talk to. Always be completely honest with God, how you feeling, how, you know, things will benefit or not benefit for you. And, you know, just be aware, like just be aware, but also like walk on the path with your head held high, y'all, seriously, because if you don't, you're really gonna be missing out on a lot. And I feel like I'm not gonna say I lost, but like I will say that I feel like I missed out on a couple of good things and good opportunities in my past, because my confidence was just like, it's just like, yeah, I know I can do it, but I do have little doubts. Like, you know, no, kick the doubts, the fear, all of that to the curb. I feel like I overcame my biggest fear moving to a whole new state. Like, I just moved to a whole new state down south by myself. Yeah, my grandparents is here. Yeah, my best friend is here. But like, I will be in this world, in this state, like going through the motions by myself. Like, so I was like, my mom, my family, my friends, like my church family, like everyone is back in Philly. Like, so it's like, I feel like my biggest fear that I really accomplished or that I got over was actually moving down here. So it's like, now that I'm down here, okay, all right, Martria, let's conquer this other fear. Like, let's conquer like the doubts that you have. Let's keep going, because if you stop, it's gonna be easy for you to just fall back in it. You know what I mean? So, y'all, let's do this. Period. Let's do this. What do I always say? The stars are beyond the galaxy. Reach for them. Seriously, reach for them, because you can have anything in this world. You just need to be confident in who you are and what you can bring. And boom, there it is. But also always keep God first. If you didn't catch on to that by now in this 30-something minute video, always keep God first. Pray and praise through it all, y'all, okay? Please, I'm trying to tell you, everything is gonna be okay, and everything is gonna work out the way that you need it to work out. You just need that push. You need that push. So I love you, Tria Mafia. I love you so much. I thank you guys for staying tuned with me. I thank you for always catching up with me and being on this journey with me. I'm so excited to continue to share all of the, you know, trials and errors and, you know, whatever new opportunities or whatever new blessings come my way. But I love you guys so much. If you haven't already, hit that like and that subscribe, turn on the post notifications. Okay, let's do this. Come join the Tria Mafia family. Like I said, we would love to have you. I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.